Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Wednesday, y'all! R.KELLY is upset that his industry friends won't help him out financially. Fallon Gabadia, aka Fallon Pina, is pregnant. And Andre Leon Tallley has some words for President Obama. We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! R.KELLY's sex trafficking trial starts today, y'all. And in the latest report, R.KELLY said to be upset that none of his industry friends offered support prior to his sex trafficking trial starting. Now, when I say support, R.KELLY, word on the street is R.KELLY is upset that none of his industry friends offered financial support now before the start of his sex trafficking trial case. Excuse me? Now, Robert Sylvester Kelly, you over here trying to tell us that you're literally in your feelings that your industry friends did not offer public-facing financial support, as if you wanted them to publicly say, I will Zelle you, Cash App you, PayPal you, all the things for your sex trafficking allegation trial. Sir, make it make sense. Did we not see what happened with Jeffrey Epstein when all those allegations came out? Folks was jumping the friendship ship. We'll say that a few times fast, okay? Folks would jump in the bandwagon quicker than the Titanic sank, okay? So you want folks in the industry to put their career on the line to write you a check for your defense? And it's not like, oh, there's a little wire fraud here or a little, something over here. Sir, you have some heavy charges that you're facing. Sex trafficking, allegations of kidnapping, and now you're adding in, most recently, the latest of claims that you also abused two young boys. What do you want people to do, R.KELLY? In addition to that, his lawyers are saying that he is broke. He is so broke that he can't even afford the court transcripts to help his defense. Sir, you can't afford a court transcript? Sounds like the priorities are backwards. Sounds like you may need to fire a few lawyers so you can afford a few transcripts to help with your defense, and or hire you a public defender so that way there can be some balance of economy of scale here. Or better yet, where's all the coinage that you probably saved when you was down at the McDonald's buying these children Happy Meals for the kids, being the Pied Piper of whatever, child? I don't know, but it sounds like to me R.KELLY had some big wishful thoughts and dreams for his industry friends, and now he sees how real it gets. Listen, you can't have allegations this heavy and expect people to jeopardize their career, their reputation by offering up money to help you out financially to beat some charges that it looks like you're guilty for. And I get it. Everybody's innocent in the eyes of the justice and the law until proven guilty. But escaping R.KELLY, finding R.KELLY, and all these people's testimonies all line up to tell us in public opinion that you did what you did, sir. Not to mention, let's look at your track record. Age ain't nothing but a number, golden showers, and everything else in between. So it's not impossible to believe that you did these allegations. But I just find it comical that he expected his rich industry friends to help him out financially while he went through all of this, and he realized, he was left on his own. Well, I guess congratulations are in order for Fallon Gabadia, aka Fallon Pina, because she now goes by her maiden name. They just recently announced that Fallon is pregnant. So, does that mean Simon Gabadia has been right this entire time about how this went down between him and Fallon? Because if you recall correctly, beauty besties, Simon took to the internet and accused Fallon of not only cheating on him with Jalen, but had also in his same accusation said that she was pregnant with his baby. And at the time, he did not initially name drop Jalen, but it was through the course of their back and forth that he eventually revealed Jalen's identity as the person that she was cheating on Simon with. Now y'all know I got questions. First of all, again, congratulations, Fallon. But what do you do, sis? Because I just want to do some math real quick Because as you're saying that you didn't cheat on your husband and that you guys were in this process of getting divorced a long time ago, you're saying that now you're out of the woods, you're over the 2-month mark, right? And you're pregnant with his baby. I just want to know when the due date is so we can do the math. Because sounds like she might be trying to pull a Phaedra Park. Y'all remember when Phaedra was pregnant and she couldn't remember her due date? It sounds a little suspicious to me like that. Now, do we owe Simon an apology? Because I feel bad. You know, the internet was dragging Simon, saying that he was coming after Fallon and to leave her alone. And, you know, we were all down his throat because he was engaged to Porsha after 2 days, you know. So, and now it's revealed that this will be baby number 4 for Fallon. She has 3 children from previous relationships, and this is Jalen's first kid. So, do we owe Simon an apology? Because apparently Simon was spilling the tea back in June, and we was giving him the side eye. But you know what I really think is comical and petty? You gotta love the blogs, because Porsha Williams, Simon's fiance, liked the announcement that Fallon was pregnant. But we got a new update on Porsha too, so let's talk about that as well. In Porsha's little side gig, Porsha was asked, has any of her cast members from Real Housewives of Atlanta congratulated her? And Porsha said that no one congratulated her from her cast except one person, which was Drew Sidora. You don't say. But is it just me? But doesn't it seem a little hypocritical that Drew, of all people, was congratulating Porsha on her engagement? Not that we don't want to celebrate people's happiness, but just let's look at the dynamics of it all, right? Fallon was a friend of the show. Fallon was a friend of the show via Porsha, and then now Porsha is engaged to Fallon's ex-husband, or at the time, Fallon's husband, right? So the fact that Drew congratulated Porsha on an engagement when she attacked LaToya for a Delilah spirit over that preacher, in addition to that, is Drew even a cast member anymore? So really, should it be my former castmate? Or you know what? They have not announced what the cast is going to be like for Atlanta. So for all we know, Drew could be coming back next season anyways. But what's funny to me is that's the difference between reality and reality TV. Because at the end of the day, all of them are nothing but co-workers, okay? But speaking of Porsha gave us a little bit of a tease of what her spinoff is going to look like. And what she said was, you know, she's focusing on friends and family for her spinoff, which we kind of assumed. And that during the spinoff, she took the entire family, her mom, her sister, Lauren, her cousin, Simon, and they took a trip to Mexico to try to help with blending the families together. She also highlighted that Lauren is a little bit of like a spiritual guide and a meditation queen. It sounds like to me Lauren is also giving Zen Wen a little run for her money. What I'm hoping from this teaser that she's given us is she's saying that this Mexican vacation wasn't all Zen. Good, because that's not what we want for this reality TV spinoff. Because you went on a whole Mexican vacation with your whole new fiance, that's your ex-co-worker's ex-husband. We want the drama, and we want to see how the dynamics are going to play out between your family and Simon. So don't be conservative. Give us all the tea, the real tea, and the hot tea with the relationship between you and Simon, because what we know for sure is we've seen Lauren on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've seen your mama on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Your mama is cute. She's funny with her one-liners, but in the reality of it all, I can only take her in 15-minute doses. And aside from me, you know, I always love to see what weight she's going to show up in. That's as high as Mount Kilimanjaro. But again, you're giving us cousin, sister, mama, and some other random family members. We're tuning in for this spinoff, Porsha, to see what is going down between you and Simon Guobadia, sugar. Am I the only one that feels this way? Y'all let me know. Y'all know our forever president, President Obama, just turned 60 and had a beautiful birthday party at his home in Martha's Vineyard that was star-studded too, sugar. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Erykah Badu, John Legend. So much so that Erykah Badu also had to issue an apology because her behind did a whole Instagram moment showing President Obama enjoying himself, giving us the inside clip of his party, which we appreciate, sis, but it put his party on blast and it got him some backlash. Now, if y'all recall, and this is the reason why NDAs should be required when you're walking through the door, because of moments like Erykah Badu, okay? Now we know why Beyonce says, if you want to party with me, you got to sign an NDA, honey, because of things like this. So I digress, but let's get back on track. So initially, President Obama's birthday party was going to be a couple of hundred people type of event. I think like 600 or 700 people. Now, obviously, we still are in this whole pandemic. We got the Delta, Lambda, Gamba variants happening. So he got backlash because they're saying that it was not smart for him to have a party that size while there was a COVID variant out. And being President Obama, gotta love this man, he agreed. So he severely scaled down his guest list and severely cut down the number of people to fit within the CDC guidelines of having an outdoor party. Good for you, President Obama. Wow. I guess that's not good enough because the New York Times just published an op-ed piece. And in that op-ed piece, they interviewed Andre Leon Tallley and his moo-moos. And Andre Leon Tallley and his moo-moo's child had a lot to say about President Obama and his party. I had to stop doing my brows, and I'm going to read to you exactly what Andre Leon Tallley had the audacity to say, child. I think the nouveau riches Obamas are seriously tone deaf. We all love Beyonce, but people have so many things to worry about with COVID, voting rights, climate warming. People are afraid of being evicted from their homes, and the Obamas are in a Marie Antoinette, tacky, let them eat cake kind of mode. They need to remember their humble roots. Oh, really, Andre Leon Tallley? Humble roots? You forget this man and his wife came from the south side of Chicago, gave us 8 years of their life as this man was the leader of the free world and his wife was the first lady of the United States of America. And the children had to endure scrutiny like no other president children had to do in history because of the color of their skin. That's the first piece. And you add in the fact that, I can't even do the brow. And you add in the fact that this man, before he was president, gave his time in public service for many years prior. So when we talk about humble roots, Obama earned every single dime he has through his books, his presidency, and everything else, along with Michelle and those children. Let that man celebrate his 60th life on earth, okay? I can't help but think, Andre Moo Leon Tallley, that you're just upset that you wasn't on the guest list. Yes, and you're right. People are worrying about being evicted. You too should worry about being evicted because, again, the word on the street and the reports in the papers is that you're not trying to pay these people their money for the house that you're renting and that you're now officially probably a squatter. But what also crossed my mind, sir, while you're giving up your opinion about President Obama's birthday party is, did you also offer up the same opinion to Lollapalooza? Because if you look at the Lollapalooza crowd, that looks like a Delta, Alpha, Beta, Gamma type of super spreader event myself. So while these people are out here living their best life, listening to music at a music festival, this man was just trying to celebrate 60 years on this planet with a scaled down version of his guest list. So again, how is that a Marie Antoinette let them eat cake moment? Yes, let that man eat cake and you and your birthday moo-moo find a different event to attack, okay? That really got under my skin. Like, sir, you need to be out here trying to not get kicked out of this house and pay these people and not attack the Obamas in their party. Like, why are you so pressed? Why are you so mad? Oh, you're mad because you really just did not get invited. Because guess what, Andre Leon Tallley? You're not the same Andre Leon Tallley that you used to be. That's the real tea. So I have a question for y'all. I know we talked about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills the other day with Jeremy McShann, but I can't help but ask this question because Sutton from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is doubling down on distancing herself from Erica Jane. Now, I have a question for y'all. Is Sutton in the right by wanting to distance herself from Erica and these allegations? Because if you recall correctly, in the last episode, and we should see the continuation of, this conversation in tonight's episode. So now Sutton went back and she said she read the Erica Jane article for the third time and something did not sit right. And she feels like to protect herself and the friendship group, they need to distance themselves from Erica Jane. So the question on the table here, Beauty Besties, is should she distance herself from Erica Jane? Is that being a real friend? I feel like it's a little bit of an extremist thing to do, to say I'm going to distance myself while you're going through your divorce. I don't know. I've had many friends that have gone through divorce, and I feel like I need to be there to support them. Now, granted, the friends that did go through a divorce were nowhere near the worth of Tom Girardi and Erica Jane, but that's just my question. Is Sutton in the right? is such in the wrong, y'all let me know. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on. Who loves you? I do. See you Friday. Bye.